Hello, sorry for this weird angle, but seeing that this is another cat video, I wanted you to be able to see my cat, Benjamin. Now, this is not the cat I'm talking about today. The cat I'm talking about today was actually adopted less than a week after I started fostering him. He was my first foster, and now that he's gone, I can talk shit behind his back. Just kidding, but yeah, my first foster was a cat named Burgess who came from Thailand. That is what I was told by the agency that by the shelter that I fostered for. I don't know why they called it an agency. But yeah. So basically, I at the time asked Reddit, like, what advice is there for being in this situation where suddenly, because they told me that day that I was fostering this cat that was just flying in from Taiwan, like not Taiwan, sorry, Thailand, less than 24 hours before he arrived at my house. It was great. So um, he was a tuxedo cat. He was also blind, so there were many things, many elements. And I'm gonna make another video to talk about what that was actually like. But yeah, like, what advice is there you know, um, for fostering a cat that has flown in internationally? I didn't know shelters did this, but the first piece of advice that I got is advice that really is good for, I think, any cat that you're fostering. Nice, John. Um, and that is have a home base, basically. What that is a quiet, secluded place. So minimal, people going in and out of that place, including children, other pets. Like, you'd want to keep you want to keep everyone else away from the place. You're the only one going in there, replenishing food, water, litter, and you basically let the cat chill there. It's quiet, it's got to be safe, and then the cat just gets to be there. You should have things in there that are soothing to the cat, that the cat enjoys. Um, like, try to get information from the shelter. Like, they'll either know or they'll not know about, like, what the cat likes, as far as food, as far as they actually did give me a bit of food from Thailand for Burgess, like a Thailand brand cat food that he liked, like that he was eating. They gave me like a good half package, just like any package here in America, but like it had like a a Taiwanese. Is that what you say? A Taiwanese name. Anyway, um, okay, so yeah, you make that safe space for them. I have my walk-in closet. I, you know, it's so funny because the cat, Burgess was blind, but you, I was worried about leaving him in a walk-in closet because, like, especially if the door was closed, it'd be like super secluded. But, I was reassured that Burgess would be just fine being in a cat, being in a closet. Like, as long as there's good airflow and, it's not going to get hot or cold, um, like, it's totally fine to leave a cat, in the closet, while, replenishing their food and water and litter. You should clean out the litter every day, and then, like, every month give the box a good, cleaning. So take out the dirty litter, which is why in many cases clumping litter is, super clutch. because it's easier to either strain out the clumps or dig out the clumps, you know. So clumps, get your clump litter, and yeah, um, get food, get water, and cat and any toys that the shelter gave you. See if the shelter knows like what kind of toys they like specifically, if they have any information on that, or yeah, just any toys that the ambulance came passing by the and Burgess, no, Benjamin here is very alert about it. So it's okay, buddy. It's okay. Um, okay, so let me look through my notes. All right, make sure the place is quiet. Blah, 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 blah. It could be a bedroom too. Again, just as long as people don't come in and out much. Also, make sure there's a bed in there of some kind. Like you can use blankets to create a nest of sorts. I got these like boxes that are supposed to be little cute, cat cubbies, so to speak. I set it up. Um, Both my cats. The funny thing is, I can't really move the camera, but basically in my room there's moving boxes because I just moved in recently. If you haven't noticed, there are three like flat moving boxes, kind of lying diagonally on the wall, and there's which makes a little cave like at the bottom, and both of my cats have loved using that as like a hiding spot. Benjamin still uses that. Burgess loved using that. It was Burgess also liked hiding underneath my sink, which is another common cozy small place. As long as it's safe, as long as there's nothing dangerous around, like cats like to be, just there. Um, Benjamin liked hiding behind like my flour and sugar in on the counter in my kitchen. But yeah, like they'll like hiding in little places, and yeah, but Benjamin would sleep on the floor. Burgess would also sleep on the floor. They just really like carpet, I guess. Um, but yeah, like ideally, have bedding that's inviting for them. It's just another thing that makes them more comfortable. Um, Let me read. Let me read. Let me read. Um, oh, don't if you can in this home base you have for them, don't put the litter by the food. Like I put the litter across the closet from the food, but basically they you don't want your cat feeling like they're eating where they poop as much as possible. Like I could probably move the litter box more. I mean, he likes staying in my room for the most part. Like he'll hang out with me in the kitchen when I'm cooking, but now that he's more used to walking around the house, he'll hang out with me if I'm brushing my teeth in the bathroom. Like, he might like it if I move the litter box farther from his food. But yeah, that's another thing in general. Again, this is, like a general rule for all cats. So a lot of it doesn't really, it's not too different to like foster an international cat, versus like, it's not different fostering a cat that's coming in internationally versus a cat that's lived here his whole life, like Benji Boy here. Um, one difference that I did see people bring up was basically, depending on what process the cat might have gone through, getting here. You want to make sure with the shelter that the cats, visited a vet and they're like, you know, they've gone through a checkup, they're in good health, they have the shots that they need, they don't have, any illnesses, that need to be addressed. Burgess didn't, as far as his health, he was, he, aside from being blind, like he was healthy, So, but yeah, like that's the one big difference. Make sure you get all the information about them. Um, and the home base, allows the cat to warm up to you slowly. Like you put things that smell like you so they get used to your scent. Uh, Benjamin is in the closet with my clothes. He is very used to what I smell like. My dirty clothes are in another part of my room, so he just smells the clean clothes while he's eating and existing. Um, okay, you should have toys. Um, all right, take care of the litter. Um, yeah. Another general thing. Wherever their safe spot is, make sure you don't have things in there. I was here talking about clothes. Make sure you don't have things that could get, attacked by fleas, or, make sure nothing in there, is. Make sure that you remove anything that you don't want their fur getting on, or, if God forbid they have fleas, like, make sure that's not in there. So maybe I should be more careful about my clothes. But yeah, they'll be fine if you leave them in the closet. Okay, and I think that is it. The last thing is Jackson Galaxy. His channel was recommended to be able to learn about the best ways to introduce yourself to the cats so they don't get overwhelmed, they get used to you. Uh, Benji Boy here feels pretty chill, so I would say that, advice that I've gotten on Reddit and through Jackson Galaxy's videos, because I started watching those after I heard about his channel, like those really help. So yeah, again, sorry for the weird angle, but I hope you liked seeing Benjamin's butt half the time. Um, and I hope you have a great day. Like and subscribe, comment about any experiences you had fostering cats who came from international places. Also, hi.